everybody, it is me, Miguel, and welcome to, again, The Best Bite. What we're going to do today is make breakfast. If you remember from the other day, I did just a little quick recording about where I went. Patrick and myself went to my lovely production assistant, who's behind the camera. We went to Starlight Farms, which is just in LaGrange, Kentucky, so just about a 20-minute drive from the city. And they have all these beautiful nurseries and greenhouses, but what I didn't expect them to have would be fresh herbs that we can use, which we're going to use in our cooking today. But what I'm going to make for you guys is I'm going to make a recipe that looked delicious that I wanted to kind of make my own. We're going to take avocados and eggs and just make an avocado egg bake. Very, very simple. And then we're also going to make my infamous, I make these really, really delicious open-faced egg sandwiches. We're going to make those today too. Just make it really simple, it's really fun, and you'll, really enjoy it. The Best Bite show is going to be the first one with this one, so stay tuned. Hey gang, so again, this is the plant that we picked up, our culinary herbs actually from Starlight Farms. And I have a collection of basil. I also have some other things in here too, some other culinary herbs. So I have thyme, I have cilantro. A lot of people don't like cilantro. I do like it. I'll find a use for it, I'm sure, soon. And then I have dill as well, which a lot of people love dill. But anyway, I'm going to take my basil. What I was training myself on was just the proper way to cut to make sure I'm not hurting the plants at all. And so what I learned is just to make sure you go off of the nodes here, this little offshoot. Because I'm going to make an open-faced egg sandwich, I don't really need a whole lot of basil, so I'm just going to get 2 leaves. But we'll use this as the show goes on. So I'm just going to cut right here to get that guy. And let's get another big one. Here's another one right here. Perfect. That's all we need. See you back in the kitchen. So I think the best order, since I'm going to make baked avocados, so again, they're going to have the eggs inside them, and then open-faced egg sandwiches. Cooking eggs, as you know, doesn't take any time at all, really. So I'm going to make the avocado one first. So, of course, you have to get yourself an avocado. If you can take a look here, this one has a lot of brown tint to it all over. This lets me know that it's a little bit softer. Because you have to pull the seed out, if you have an extremely firm, what I like to call like a feisty avocado, it's really not going to let go of that seed very well. So you don't want to make it too hard on yourself. The other reason is that if it's super firm, less ripe, I suppose, then when you try to pull the seed out, it's going to destroy that really nice groove that it makes. I'm going to take the knife, put it right down. It's going to hit the seed, so that's where it stopped. And I'm going to run the knife just along that. You can see, you get the long end there. And just meets right back at that split. So pretty simple. Get myself a little gauge here, and it should pull apart. Sometimes it's going to give you a little bit of trouble. I like to just kind of turn it and wiggle it. So see, that's exactly what you want it to look like. The egg's going to go right in there. So that one was perfect. The trick is getting this guy out. So what I like to do, it does seem like it's going to have a lot of give. If you take a look at this, the rim on the ends here is a lot more, kind of more true green. On the inside, it's a little bit more yellowy green. So this is going to be a little bit more firm than the stuff out here. So rather than, a lot of people do this, I want to get it from the side and really kind of coax it out of there. Let's see if I can get it. It's moving. There we go. Beautiful. And I still got my nice shape. Perfect. The next step is, of course, putting the egg inside the openings of our avocado here. What I wanted to preface is that these will they can roll around. Obviously, they're round on the bottom there. So what I did to make sure that the pan doesn't scorch these or that they don't tip when they're heating and the egg can kind of flop out and then it's kind of messy, is making just a platform to keep them just nice and, flat. So I just took some foil. We all know we can put foil right in the oven. I just took it, rolled it up, and made like a little bed. And put it in the pan I'm going to use. Made 2 of them for one for each half. And set them right in there. They set nice and flat. Perfect. So I have a little bit of olive oil that's right in there. And I'm just going to take some sea salt. And I'm just going to use my finger. Get it on the inside of there. You don't need a lot at all. It's just to give it some more flavor down there. Gives a nice, beautiful color and it cooks evenly too. This is really nice, fun because olive oil is very, or not olive oil, excuse me, the avocado itself is very soft. It's like really luxurious, dewy skin. Perfect, there we go. Alright, so I'm just going to wash my hands just really quickly and then I'll show you how to get the eggs in there. And we're just going to put it in the oven and then we'll start on the open-faced egg sandwiches now. We're just going to crack the eggs. I'm not very good at like, and that whole like fancy thing again, I told you I'm not a chef. I like to use things with sharp edges, makes sense to me. So give it a really nice edge and cut. So I either take sometimes a knife or I'll take a spatula, depends on what I really have in my hands. So hopefully it'll be perfectly fine. You guys know how to crack eggs. We're just gonna crack it and put it in there. So if it's a little messy, we'll deal with it. But here we go. Perfect. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Sits right in there. Now you will have a little bit of overflow. We're not gonna really worry about that. If you're worried about it, you can, of course, olive oil or butter the bottom of your pan. But it's just gonna be the egg of the white of the egg, so it'll come out just fine. Do the next one here. Beautiful. Alright, there we go. And that's that. So these are gonna go in. Actually, let's salt the tops just a tad here. And this is sea salt, so the granules are a lot larger. We're gonna put it in the oven. What I'm gonna do is I put mine in here for about 12 minutes and it's on 375. But of course, you know, I have a little viewing glass here, which most ovens will have. I'll kind of watch it too to make sure nothing's really going wrong. But we're just gonna put it in there for that amount of time and we're gonna forget about it until 12 minutes later. There you go. See you soon. Okay, so for our open-faced egg sandwiches, I like to use a really, really yummy, darker, multi-grain bread. This is just one of the favorites I like. It has oats and seeds in there. You can use whatever kind of bread you like. I feel like this has a nice, more, I don't know, a richer taste. I'm just gonna toast these just by themselves. You can put them in a regular toaster or one of these, toaster oven, whatever you prefer. Just gonna put them in here. No butter or anything on them. They'll get dressed up later. We're just gonna let them toast and then we'll move on to our eggs. Okay, so it is egg time. I'm gonna do the same trick I did with the avocado baked eggs. I'm just gonna use the knife because it's really helpful. Kind of get in there and cut it. Drop the egg just right in the hot pan. No, I have an electric stove, so I don't have flame that's touching it, so you have to kind of gauge for yourself. This is on medium heat, so if you have open flame like gas, gauge what that is for you. You don't have to scorch the eggs. It does not need to be super hot at all. We're just going to let it cook until all of that egg white is really baked underneath the yolk, and then once it is, we're going to flip it, turn on the other side, and that's it. So this first one's going. We're going to do this just twice, and then I'll show you when I place them on the bread. Coming up next. For this, of course, while the egg is going, I'm just going to show you the sauce I'm going to make to put on the bread. Like I said, we're going to dress it up later. So we're going to do that. And, Toucan Phil over here will just be watching just like you. So I have just my favorite ingredients. I have Greek yogurt, hot sauce. Definitely cannot cook without that. And then just some spicy mustard, whatever kind you like. And then, of course, some salt and pepper. So we're just going to take Greek yogurt as our base. Make sure it gets nice and stirred up in there. A lot of times, the moisture, I guess the water, will separate. So you have to make sure to stir it up. Just get a nice dollop in there. Again, it's just going to be a thin spread on the bread. It doesn't have to be really thick or anything. And we're going to get some hot sauce in there. Definitely enough to get to color it. And make sure that's all mixed in together as well. A little bit of that mustard, which was very eager to get out of there, as you can see. Oh, I love ready mustard. Some sea salt. Not a lot. We have a lot of salt in this. I don't like to overdo it with salt at all. And then, where's my pepper? It must be up here somewhere. Ah, here it is. And there's some pepper. That's it. And then I'm going to go ahead and just use this guy since it's here. Alright. Save the rest of that Greek yogurt. We're just going to stir this up. Let's just make a nice little mixture. And it'll be kind of orangey pink, I guess. It's a nice mixture of it all. And then we're just going to take this mixture here and we're just going to spread it over the bread. But I'll show you that because it looks like my egg is ready to flip. So I'm just going to do that. Whoop. Throw it to the side. So you can do it a little bit long. That's telling us that our avocado bake is ready. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn this down to warm. There we go. You can let it bake for this long if you want to, or you get it a little nice and brown, or you can do it a little bit sooner. That's just kind of how I like it. I like a little bit of that crispiness. We're just going to wait for the same amount of time. It takes about 4.5 minutes, and that's that. So next I'm going to bring out the avocado bake so you can see what that looks like here in just a moment. See you back in a few. Okay, so again, we pulled a few moments ago our bread out of the toaster. I told you I would show you what it looks like all dressed up. So this is the finished product here. Looks flipping delicious, does it not? Oh my gosh. Can't wait to sink my teeth into that. That's definitely going to be the best bite of the day so far. What we're going to do, the little sauce mixture I made, we're just going to take it. You can use a knife. Like I said, I'm not really fancy, at least not all the time. Just going to put it right on the bread, get as much on there as I can. And you don't need to make a whole lot. I don't like sauces to overpower the other flavors. I like it to complement the other flavors. So I always put a thin layer. Use as much as you want to. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're enjoying it, that's the whole point. This is supposed to be fun and simple. And, you know, everyone loves brunch, like a brunch type of meal. We're going to have avocado, baked eggs. We'll have an open-faced egg sandwich. I'll have cereal. I didn't make the cereal, so I'm not going to show you that part. But just kind of get on there, spread it out. There's your base layer there. Then I do have a bed of mixed greens. I just get organic mixed greens. Again, whatever flavors you like. I recommend things that are darker leafy green, not so much like a lettuce because it's a more watery bite, and I think that could make things a little weird. So I just use this. I'm just going to take a handful here. Some nice colors in there. A little bit of the basil too towards the bottom. Basil has a very, strong flavor to it, so not too much of it. And then I'm going to take some cheese. Got my knife. This is a Gouda cheese. Right now I'm having a love affair with Gouda. I think it's a really, really yummy cheese. I forget, this is an herbed Gouda. Again, with cheese, it's whatever your taste buds are calling for. So just answer to that call for whatever that is for you. And so, again, it's going to be the spread, and then your leafy greens, a little bit of that basil you got from the fresh garden, and then the cheese. And the egg's going to go right on top of that. It is finished, so we're just going to go ahead and take it right off of the skillet and plate it right on top. Beautiful. Make sure to turn off the oven. And then revisit the basil. Like I said, we only need those 2 leaves. Get it right on top, so you're getting a really good basil bite and everything. If you don't like a lot of basil, you don't have to put as much on there. I do, so that's why I'm going to put it on there. And then get a little bit of fresh salsa. This is just, again, whatever type you like. Some color, and it mixes so nicely with all those flavors. Then we're going to take just a little bit of Parmesan cheese right on top. And then a couple more dabs of some spice. And that's it. There you have it. There's an open face egg sandwich. And of course, open face just because there's not another piece of bread on top. It's open, right? Open face. There you go. Very beginning of the video, we prepared our baked egg avocado dish. And here it is. Just going to pull it right out of there. So the first thing you're going to notice is the yolk. So you can see a lot of that egg white really spilled over, so there probably is a better way to do this. What we're gonna do later in the show is I'll show how to kind of make more control that. I wasn't anticipating that. I thought it was just gonna kind of stay in there, but I was wrong. Like I said, I'm not professional, so what we'll do is we'll learn together and I'll show you the better way to do it once I learn better. But it still looks delicious. I mean, look at that. Avocado, if you love avocado, hands in the air for that, and then egg. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did with open face. We're gonna get some nice salsa on top of that. Yummy. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to eat this. Cannot wait to, I'm literally waiting to tear this apart. And then just a little bit of cheese on top. But these you can keep simple. No sauces or anything, just like that. Next we're gonna plate them and then we're gonna eat it. Yay! So here we are sitting with our meal. A lot of egg going on. Gonna be working out later, so I'm gonna eat the protein. But we have our open-faced egg sandwich here, finished product, and then our baked, avocado and egg that's right here. Fork is definitely for this. This you need no utensils, except your mitts. So I'm just gonna take a little bite here. Get out of there. Okay, so if you like avocado, this recipe is definitely for you. It's so buttery tasting. You know, avocado has that really rich buttery taste anyway. But with the yolk and the egg and that salsa and just a little bit of that parmesan on top, oh my gosh, it's so yummy. This is so good. I wish I actually could just like give you a bite of it. But I can't. Sorry. But you can make it. Showed you how. Oh my gosh. I make this all the time now. So yummy. And then, open-faced egg sandwich. This is just really easy. You want to make sure when you have the bread, it's a nice big piece of bread. Again, I get a nice whole wheat oat kind of bread, so nice and thick, and just take a bite. Mmm. The Gouda cheese, especially with this, is really, really good. So, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I know I did. The end result is always the best bite, right? So together, we'll learn a better way to make these next time. And I'll see you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, guys. Bye-bye.